living a little bit less ordinary, 100%.
Alrighty, welcome back to episode 6 of the Less Ordinary podcast, and we've got another special guest today, Jacko from Mezcal. How you going, brother?
Good, boys. How you going?
Good.
Very special guest.
Thank you.
Yeah, been trying to plan this one for a little while. Obviously, those that follow along would know that we've worked closely with Jacko for a long time, building the doghouse too, and then using and trashing the rest of his boats over time. So,
it's been good.
Yeah, long overdue to have you on. But, so, Jacko, what's been going on this week, bro? What have you been up to? You just had a kid?
Just had another kid, so we're up to number 6.
You're pretty fertile dude, pumping them out.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So
You don't miss, eh?
Nah, not at all. One shot wonder.
So, little girl, Brielle.
Little Brielle, yeah. Little dark-haired, little cute little thing, little 6-pounder.
Yeah, happy and healthy.
Always, yep.
Mrs. is good.
Mrs. is good. All the other kids are good.
So you've had to go and buy a new car to accommodate for all your children now.
Yeah, it was
7-seater.
200 or a minibus.
Yeah,
I'm not driving a
you can't
minibus.
be doing the minibus, bro. You can't
No
be
way.
doing the mum shit.
Nah.
So yeah, fresh 200 series, picked that up. Happy with it. You found a bit of a gem, eh? Like last of the V8 200s.
Yeah, black, Sahara, 30,000 Ks.
2019.
2019, take her
Jeez, that's a rare find, I'd think. Like being, that little K's on a car that
I've asked it twice at that car yard, driving past, going, I really would like that model of car. Oh, there it is.
It looks sick with all the Mezzy stickers on
Yeah,
the
Mezzy
black one
black.
too, on the
Yeah,
wagon.
Just all black.
Yeah, so you get it, stick it up. Obviously, it had to be black to fit in with the
Had
Mezzy
to be
theme.
black,
You've
yeah.
got all the other Mezzy
fleet.
black
Yeah.
cars, Mezzy fleet.
Yep.
Righto. So for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about Mezcal in a nutshell. What do you do?
So Mezcal was just opened up to be like a boat modification, helping out the fishers style of business.
Yeah, because you started sort of just fabbing little jobs, eh?
Yeah, I bought a boat kit for myself and I was going to build it as a hobby.
Yeah.
And then there was a bit of gap in the market, so I went from there.
Yeah, gap in the market, especially in Newcastle here. Like,
Yeah,
and
and
the,
like Macquarie.
yeah, and the East
like,
Coast even. Like,
You got the beach and the lake within 5 minutes of the shed.
yeah, there's a fair market there for boats, isn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty easy to set up.
And no other boat builders, as far as I know, around here.
There
There
was a
no other
couple-
major ones anyway.
No, it was Crossfire over at Cardiff,
Yeah,
and they've gone.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah, no, motors sold out, so
yeah,
custom plate boat builder. The closest one to here would be Yamba.
yeah.
So I've got a pretty good run of the freeway there.
So you've found a little gap in the market. You've started doing little fab jobs on little boats and whatnot. Customers coming in wanting lecky motor mounts and all that sort of shit.
Yeah,
And
that's it. The name got out there from it.
you've sort of expanded from there.
Yeah, well, so that plate boat kit that I bought for myself, I unpacked the bottom sheets and then took my first boat order. So packed it back up and never done it.
So you hadn't even built one yourself.
No.
So you jumped straight in the deep end.
And then recently just finished the boat that I bought for myself and sold it to someone else. I had to build it as a job because I had no time to build my own.
You need to build yourself a boat by the sounds of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But how long have you been going now? How long has Mezzy been rolling?
It's just gone over 2 years, 10 days over.
Pretty rapid rise in 2 years, I'd say, from when you first started.
It was a quick, wild ride.
Yeah, a lot of shit's happened in 2 years.
Guys, she's had some ups and downs and some scary moments, but she's come out.
Yeah, well, I suppose you don't get to where you are doing what you're doing without fucking putting it all on the line, eh?
Yeah, you can't be a little bitch.
You've
You
really
got to take it on.
upscaled within 2 years from this shed to a bigger shed.
Yeah, we went
now
from,
to an even
What
bigger
was it,
shed.
120, 140 squares, I think this is,
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
to 300 to 1,000.
Yeah. Firing on all cylinders.
That's it.
It's fucking going.
More blokes, more boats, more
Yeah.
builds.
So you're going again in 12 months, bigger shed?
Oh, this one might see us out for a year, I reckon.
Pretty big
Yeah.
fucking shed.
That's good, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so you got more staff on now. So
Yeah.
over the last 2 years, you've obviously started, in a nutshell, from just you,
Yeah, just me, full-time, 60 hours a week,
flogging yourself.
every single day, to bringing on a tradie, sharing the load. Gives
Roy.
a bit of time. Yeah.
Big Roy. Shout out Roy.
Roy's doing well on the socials
Roy,
now.
I appreciate you, Roy.
He's doing really well on the stories.
He is. He's a gem,
killing
eh?
it.
Roy is a fucking G, bro, and
Yeah,
he
he's
can
good.
TIG
He
weld.
can weld, man.
Fuck me, he can
Yeah.
TIG weld.
Yeah.
And The Apprentice, all your stories,
Young Pim.
how he's fucking got all the batteries on charge at the end of the
Oh,
day.
dude's got
and
OCD.
shit. Bro,
He's got the OCD you need in a workshop.
it's like a little. He's
Roy
like a little
doesn't.
Ken,
Roy is a
almost.
messy son of a bitch. Roy,
Yeah.
you are messy.
But he can fucking weld, so you
Yeah,
keep him around.
that's it.
And he's
Yeah.
a great dude.
That's it.
So shout out Roy.
Yep.
But yeah, so then now to putting on your apprentice, obviously the third shed. Yeah, it's all fucking happening for you,
Yeah.
and you're not looking like slowing down anytime
Nah,
soon.
not at all. That young Pim that we apprenticed, we run a plate boat building course every couple of months.
Oh yeah, pure plate, yeah.
Pure plate, yeah. So it's another branch off the companies we have. And then Pim come and attended the plate boat building course as a student.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We found him there.
Yeah, so I got some footage of him.
So he went pretty hard at the course?
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah, right.
He just, can I get back in there and weld that out? And I'm like, 100%. I'm thinking he's like 17, nearly 18. Dude's 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Did he have any experience before, or he's just a gun?
Just a tinkerer.
He's just keen.
Like, yeah, he makes knives and stuff at home. And
Yeah, right.
yeah, I think he's Dutch and his second language is English. Like, he speaks Dutch at home.
Yeah, true.
Fuck,
Yeah, you would never know if you
Yeah.
picked him. He's got this wild little Jew afro thing going on. Does not look Dutch.
But he's fitting in, obviously.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's killing it.
So
Yeah, he rang me and said, "Is that apprenticeship still available?" And I said, "Oh yeah," and he goes, "I'll take it." I was like, "Okay, done."
not can I have it? I'll take it.
Can I apply? He's like, "I'll have it."
I'll see you Monday.
Yeah, I'll see you Monday. And that was it.
Oh, fuck, that's funny.
What a weapon.
So, yeah, fucking firing on all cylinders. So, again, for those that don't know, tell them what Mezzy can offer, anyone in the market, in that sort of market. So what do you do?
So in the plate boat game, you see a lot of shit. You see a lot of rough finish and really no attention to detail and no one wanting to customise or go outside the box. So what we're offering is like a quality built product, how you want it, and having a good time doing it with a good bunch of lads.
Yeah.
You join part of the Mezzy crew. If you get a boat from us, you're with us for life.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff. Like, it's a bit of a
Yeah.
community rather than just buy a boat, see you later.
So aluminium plate boats all the way from your smallest sort of tinnies, your 3 metre rooftoppers, all the way up to your biggest 8 mil bottom, 10 metre fucking
That's it.
driver to Papua New Guinea setups.
Yeah, so we got like the 4 metre. 4 metres probably the smallest one we'll do.
Yep.
And to date, I think the biggest one we've got on there is a 8 metre landing craft.
Yeah. So
And most of the boats are 7+.
yeah, you do a lot of big boats, eh? Not a lot of
small
like.
ones.
Obviously, the boat we built with you is a 5.5
It's the
Senecon.
biggest little boat,
Yeah,
or is it the little biggest boat?
little
I don't know.
biggest.
I don't know.
One or the other.
Yeah,
But yeah, you do a lot of fucking really big boats, eh?
Yeah.
A lot of offshore, like your Marlin Fisho type dudes coming in for the big plate boat sort of aspect.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, I suppose we'll touch on it when we get to our build experience. But yeah, the customization thing, like when we did ours, the amount of times we were in at your office changing shit, adding shit, taking shit off, like we were so involved in the design and the build.
Yeah,
like
which your boat.
which
like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you have to be.
like it's
otherwise
a
you're not
one
gonna
of
be happy.
one. Like I don't know anyone else that's really offering that or does that.
Well,
so.
I guess like if you're building a boat rather than buying one off the shelf from say your Stesco or your Stacer or God knows whatever, like if you're building it, what reason do you have other than wanting to customize it? So for those
Or
that
you
don't
would just
offer,
buy the plate, buy the off-the-shelf
that's
boat.
right. So
Yep.
for those that want to build and customize, that's the only reason you build one. Otherwise, you would just go and fucking buy one and be in it a week later.
Most people learn that lesson 2 or 3 boats in.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people going to buy their first boat and getting a custom built boat.
Yeah.
They go and buy a few and then they realise, I don't really like this or I need that. And then they go and do it.
Yeah, well, I suppose you spend a lot of money taking an off-the-shelf boat and then
Chopping it.
trying to
it's
chop it up to what you want it to
people
be.
bringing it into you saying, "Can you change this? Can you change that?"
Like every Friday, man, we do this foreign order Friday thing and all we do is fix cracks.
Yeah,
That's all we do.
On press boats.
Every single boat, man.
Yeah, fuck.
But they've got their place in the market.
yeah.
You know?
100%. Like we were in a little pressed 4 metre tinny before we got into this big dog, and that did us for what we needed at the time.
You could probably
but
still fish the same in it. You're just not going to be comfy and have a
Yeah,
good time.
well,
Oh, the comfort
That's
is next level.
Yeah.
with the 4 or 5 of
coming
us.
from Gussie hard on the qualms and the seasickness.
He looks like the most water friendly guy. He looks like he can surf and do anything. He spews in a bathtub.
Yeah,
man.
he does. Yeah, he's fucking
Well,
shocking.
the last big day we did on this boat in Roughs, well, I was golden. So
Yeah, which is wild.
there's something. Maybe the boat has a bit of juju. I don't know.
This boat's
It
definitely
agrees
got
with
some
me.
really good juju about it. On
Good shit happens in this boat.
the sessions that we have had so far have all been really fruitful.
Yeah,
so
you've definitely had some good fishing in it already.
fuck yeah.
And you haven't even gone to good spots yet.
No, we've
Yeah.
just sort of been local and doing what we can. So when we plan to do a deadly trip in it, it's going to be off its head, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, talking about that, let's talk through how we sort of met and started working together. That would have been nearly at the start of your business.
It was like 6 months in.
yeah,
So,
And
yeah,
I
year
just
and a half
I had
ago.
one boat in the shed with a bit of sidewalls on it.
yeah.
and
There was
become-
not much going on.
Nothing. Well, quiet, starting to come up, and then it was a bit of a godsend just come in, like cool young dudes wanting to build a hell boat. And I thought, how good's this?
I actually don't remember who reached out to. I don't know.
I think you did.
I reached
you said,
out.
I
You
might have
did.
to come and get a platey or something.
that's right. You were doing your seed planting.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I remember now. I do recall. I remember
You
you,
seed planting.
Cam Cam showing me going, oh, look at this dude, Mezcal, like he's local, he's in Reddit. Oh, I'm going to start liking his shit. I'm going to start just doing some comments. Like I'm going to start planting the seed. And sure enough,
just slipping into the DMs.
as always,
Straight in.
seed plant.
The seeds turn
turns
into
to
a forest. Yeah.
And he turns into something.
But
Nice,
yeah,
Jez.
I remember seeing you on the socials. Obviously, you were fairly new. I think you were still doing a lot of custom shit on
Heaps. Yeah, nothing was the
stock
same.
standard boats.
Yep.
And then, I just jumped straight on the CNC website. So, let's touch on that too. So, a lot of the boats you build are kits supplied from CNC Marine.
Yeah. So
They're fucking unreal.
They find awesome boats.
Yeah.
A lot of years in naval architect and stuff. They're super safe as well. Like there's two blokes in it, like the honchos, Pete and Marsh.
Yeah.
And Pete's the safe. Really doesn't want to bend the rules. Marsh is like, let's
like
do something
pushing
cool.
the boundaries. Yeah.
So you get a happy medium.
I seen him the other day
on
on his Instagram story designing up some wild shit,
that
mucking
wild
around with
cat thing.
Yeah, concepts and
Yeah.
shit. He's looks like he's a smart dude. He's,
As he comes up with this crazy design, and Pete comes in and cuts it and chops it.
Yeah.
Makes it safe. But you need it. You need them both.
But
It's
yeah,
a bit like you and Trey versus me and Jack.
Oh.
We always land somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Which is probably where we should be.
it's what
you
it
gotta have it.
needs to happen. Yeah.
If you were all wild, it'd be over.
Yeah, if there was 4 Jacks, this thing would be fucked.
Imagine that.
Never would have started.
Not a shirt sold.
But shout out CNC Marine. They got designs from fucking little to massive to
2.8
wild.
to some 12-meter crow's nest looking thing. I really want to build them one day, by the way.
Yeah.
I want to get a 12-meter platey with a full crow's nest.
Fuck yeah.
The whole setup.
Have you seen that thing on their website?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 50 grand for the alley.
Yeah.
Is it the one
There's
that's
a lot of
been like
both.
on their story this week? Is that?
No, I don't think they've built one. They've done like one of the 10-meter Senecons, which is enormous.
Maybe it's that, yeah.
But the big full enclosed cab with the big crow's nest, it's like 14 meters total.
I don't think
Needs
you're
needs 3 450s to push it.
I don't know if your new 200 series is going to tow that fucking thing,
I don't
bro.
think
You
it
might
will
have to
either.
invest in a
Yeah.
big American truck or something.
Definitely.
Would we be able to move it with the forklift?
Yeah.
But
Get 2 forklifts.
I'll put a beach launch drawbar on it. We'd be right.
yeah, fuck. But yeah, going back to how we met. So I remember messaging you. I was in the market for a boat at the time. I was sort of starting to outgrow the little 4 meter Brooker tinny that we fished out of for a long time as less ordinary. And then, I hadn't started looking too hard as far as your off the shelf brands go. And then up pops this plate boat builder / customizer in Redhead, which is local to us. And I thought, fucking righto, let's check this out. And then the rest was history pretty much. I think I messaged you and said I'd been on the CNC website.
Yeah.
I like the 4810. That's my size. And when can I come and have a yak with you?
Yeah.
And then
Then it went quick.
Yeah, that was the rest was over.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So met all the boys. I thought it was just
Yeah.
you. And then all the boys turn up. I'm like, it's a full crew here. Eh?
Yeah, so I don't know whether you really knew what Less Ordinary was about at the time, eh?
Nah. I think we were about the same time we kicked off.
How long did it take you to work out that I don't?
Was not a fish hoe.
Oh, yeah.
Did you instantly know?
When you didn't know you were pointing at the,
The
gunnels
gunnels, bro.
on the
fuck.
boat, and it wasn't. You were pointing at the side pockets or something. Like,
Talking
I don't
about
know.
gunnels.
No, we're talking about the chines. He goes, the gunnels good? I'm like, pointing at the chines underneath
The
the boat.
gunnels give you great stability.
I was like,
you were
hang on a
going,
second.
hang on.
Who's this guy?
That's fine.
So it was very quick.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I was telling him on your with your jet ski giveaway. Me and the missus are watching on TV. And she goes, "Which one's the one that can't fish and spews?" And I said, "The one on the jet ski." And she goes, "Oh, Lucky's good looking."
Yeah. He gets that a lot.
That's all I
actually.
bring to the table.
Down, woman.
But yeah, so we were sort of in our early stages as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
At
very
the
early.
same
fresh.
time. Yeah.
Which
And
is pretty cool.
Well, I think we sort of seen a bit of a benefit for both parties in this situation. And we were
Definitely.
like, let's work
Yeah.
together. Let's build something sick.
Yeah,
It gets us in a new boat, and then it
gets
gets
me in front of people.
Yeah, and that worked pretty well, I'd say.
I think it's gone well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You guys look like you are going hard, exploding. Everyone knows who you are. Your shirts are everywhere. I see you everywhere,
We're having a good time.
and you're having fun doing it.
And you've come a long way as far as your business in terms of your presence on socials and all your sort of skills outside of actually building the boat.
Guess who told me to do face to camera little stories every day?
Yeah.
Mr. Cam. You got to
mate.
do it.
Well, we've
And the first one sucked. I was so awkward on
Yeah,
it.
you just got to start, but it sucks
You
when
do.
you do start.
Oh, definitely.
But
and
like
now it's not. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, and people lap it up. Like
Yeah.
you got to become, like I said to you back in the day, you got to become that trusted face of your business.
Yeah.
And now people walk in the door, and I'm sure they just treat you like they've known you for 5 years.
Yeah, Jacko,
Oh,
handshakes,
Jacko,
how you going, mate?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah.
You're
How's the
questioning whether
family?
you've
What
met
they
him
seem
before.
like? Yeah,
You're
that's
going, you don't know whether to call him mate or like, should I know his name?
Yeah, should I know his name?
And they're like, oh, Jacko.
Yeah, brother's good. Hey, brother. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
So fun.
It's a good default.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
it
even
makes a
you've,
massive
like,
difference.
It does.
People hit us up even like, I don't know, you've recently even at work, like
Yeah,
people at work are like, oh, you're like, people make the connection to Less Ordinary as well, but a few people have been like, oh, you're the guys that built that boat with Mezcal.
Yeah, that's
Like,
cool.
recognise you in that way as
Yeah.
well, like from your socials and shit.
It's a good little tickle on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
When people
Yeah.
say that, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Bit
was
of
talking
pep
to
in
a
your
bloke at
step.
work the other day and talking about boats and shit, and I didn't mention anything about Less Ordinary or any of that stuff because I don't put it out there. I just was doing my thing at work. We were talking about boats and shit and talking about his boat. I started talking about mine, and then he's like, "Oh, what do you got?" And I was like, "Oh, like a 4810 CNC marine boat built by a bloke out at Reddit." And he's like, "Oh, Mezcal, fucking Mezcal. Yeah, I know Mezcal.
it's
See him
sick.
all over socials. Mezcal. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So you're getting out there.
Everyone's putting two and two together.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's it. And
There
that
was heaps of confusion at the start about who owned what boats too.
oh, well, fuck.
Yeah,
like,
with the mini dog house.
My little doghouse
Yeah.
was not my boat.
nah. And mind you,
Or
I think
ours.
we,
Everyone
Yeah,
thought
no
it was
one-
ours.
Yeah, it was just a boat. Whose boat is it?
mind you, I think we only used it fucking, 3 times?
Yeah.
But everyone was like, "Oh, that's the LO boys' boat," and it was like
Yeah.
it was not our boat.
And then
Sick
this one
boat,
being Doghouse 2, they've just gone,
Yeah.
oh, they got two. Like,
Yeah.
the lineage went on.
Yeah.
Some people think this boat and that boat are like the same boat.
I
and
know.
we've just got that dog. Yeah.
though, which
yeah.
is ridiculous because
Like,
it's 8 times the size.
The other boat
Yeah.
would fit in that boat.
in the
Yeah.
yeah.
But and then your other boat,
The big grey one.
yeah, the big grey one, which we took up to Morton Island. So
We've used all your boats.
Yeah.
Probably
You used
more
it
than
before
you.
I used them.
Yeah.
long story short, Jacko and Less Ordinary were early days in working together. I think we were waiting on our kit to be ordered. I don't even think our kit had been had
Wasn't
showed up
finished.
yet.
Yeah, it wasn't finished. Even
Yeah.
the little things we changed. Some of the things we changed wasn't
Yeah,
finished.
so we were still designing and mucking around, and we had a trip booked up to Morton Island. As I'm sure a lot of you know, you've seen the footage, and we've spoken about it on the podcast. But yeah, so Jacko's lent us this big boat. Yeah, take it, boys. No dramas. Fucking tow it to Queensland. Don't care, whatever. I'm going, fuck, this is pretty loose,
And
bro.
you're like, it's a hurricane.
yeah. Well, you were meant to come on that trip,
I was.
and you pulled pin.
It was me and my father-in-law was supposed to come, and then
Yeah, that's right.
You
Ron
pulled,
bitched it.
you pulled the pin because of the cyclone, which was a fair call. I think you were about to have a kid too.
I
I think
was, William.
William was about to
Yeah.
be born, so that was probably a smart call on your part. But
I'll
yeah,
use
so
him
he-
as my scapegoat.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's handed us this brand spanking boat that he's built and has never really used. And yeah, boys, fucking run up to Queensland, no worries. I'm going, fucking hell, I'd never give some bloke my boat to take to Queensland. But and the first thing we do, roll it off the barge and fucking trash the entire trailer. Sorry, Jacko.
That was. I can see your red face. You were fuming.
Fuck.
The head noise you had
Was-
about telling
Wild.
you for all day.
I did not even care.
You didn't
Yeah,
care,
no,
bro.
you
That
didn't
was
give a
funny,
fuck.
man.
I remember, like, I sent you a message. I'm so sorry, bro. We've damaged everything. Like it was an accident.
Yeah.
I'll fix it. Blah blah. And you're like, yeah, fucking no worries, bro. You get any fish?
You get that on the big jobs.
I was like, fucking hell.
Don't worry about it. You can always fix things.
Yeah. But anyway, so then we've dived into building our boat, our Less Ordinary dog house, which is built by Jacko, and that was maybe 6 month period.
It was a
from-
long, slow build.
Yeah.
A lot of changes.
We
lot
wanted
of-
to take
And to
our time with it,
document
though.
it, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we slowed that build right down in the hopes of documenting the whole
yeah,
process.
Trying
and
to
really
break it up into stages and
Really,
for
yeah.
episodes. For,
take our time to sort of design it on the run too as we build it. Like it wasn't a case of sit down and write it. That's what we're going to build. We're done with it. It
We
was
did
sort
that
of,
at the start, and then
we sort of got a few ideas, and then as throughout the build, slowed it right down. Change this, chop this. This
Well,
boat was originally a side
I was
console.
about to say that.
Yeah,
we didn't
there was-
even start building it. You're like, I want to make it a center console.
So the
Yeah.
kids come from CNC as a side console, and I've gone off. Jacko, do you reckon? So sorry. Can we make it a Centercon? Again, he's like, hey, fucking no worries, mate. All good.
well, there was
I'm pretty sure you said, can we do, and before you even finished, like, yeah, no worries.
Yeah, not an issue.
Easy.
There's changes
thank
all
fuck
throughout.
we did make
Oh,
that
how
a
much
Centercon,
more of
by
a
the way.
boat is it then?
Jesus Christ, fishing
Yeah.
4 of us out of it. But and then the ideas rolling out of that too, as far as the rails and everyone's hand placement, holding on, fishing 4 and 5 blokes
That
out of
was
this
fun,
boat.
actually.
It's
setting
thought
it
of
up. Having everyone in the
everything,
boat and everyone's sort of holding on to invisible handrails.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
pretending to punch through the chop.
yeah,
On the
exactly.
piers.
yeah.
Flat out on the piss,
Yeah.
trying to place handrails and everything.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we were in at your shed so many times, like changing shit, thinking of new ideas.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
There was fucking custom shit all throughout start to finish.
everyone's going to be wigging out watching this because we're just staring off into midair.
Yeah,
but we're
right,
actually
boat's
both
looking-
right
yeah,
there.
we're
So-
looking,
so-
looking at the boat. But yeah, so we started with the console, changed that to the Centercon. Jacko's fabbed up. That was your custom little setup, that centre con.
Yeah, just a little bit of a different look, a little built-in like footrest area.
We really planned it out as far as footrest went, the angle of the steering wheel, the angle of your sounders and your screens, the grab rail across the top. Like it was even that in itself was just a full custom job.
Where your visibility's fine, but you can still grab onto it.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into thinking about how you want your boat to turn out. It's pretty. I wouldn't say it's stressful, but fuck, you do some thinking about it. Like
the cast
head
cage
noise is real.
was in Skits edition.
Oh, it makes your boat another metre but longer. Like the fishing out there, if you're fishing billfish, that's a gun spot to fight it from.
Yeah. We get a lot of comments about that cast cage actually from just people at the boat ramp and everything. Oh, that's fucking.
A lot of the boats you build now got them.
Yeah, well, you're mad not to put them on there.
Yeah, like, I try and make. I say, does it? Cast cages. If you want to delete them, that's a modification.
Just they're a standard.
They're on
now.
there.
So they should be.
But even like it's so heavy duty, you can fucking really like lean on it.
Yeah,
it's not like
not flimsy.
Yeah, you throw your weight at it and it's rock solid.
Yeah, you want to be safe in there. You can travel in it. Like
it's a good spot to gap your fish, to stand out there and net your fish, to stand out there and just be on the rod, whatever you're doing. But
and then having two fairly long ladders if you're diving or just swimming around drinking beer, it's just a nice place to hang on.
Even when we were out bill fishing the other day, we were jumping in and out of the water and just hanging on the ladder. Like the boat, we were still trolling and just holding onto the ladder. Going, don't kick the prop, don't kick the prop.
Definitely don't kick the prop.
Yeah, but like, fucking don't want to stop trolling.
We didn't do that.
Showed up.
Yeah.
We didn't do any of that.
Who didn't?
Any of us.
Are you saying that for like
safety purposes?
OH&S?
Yeah.
So we don't get shut down.
Yeah, cool.
And then while we're talking customization, the trailer was
so
that was a trailer
insane.
So what? Yeah, Mezzy sleds, whole nother side of your business.
Yeah, the Mezzy sled
is the trailers for those who don't know.
Oh yeah, that's the trailer. We
was your
didn't
idea?
Want to call it a trailer. It was mine and Scenes. Like CNC Marine had been working on like sort of trailer designs and stuff for a while, and me and Marsh, we get along pretty good, and he's a good drafty, and I like fabbing and making the next cool thing.
Yeah.
So we got stuck in and had a look at a few of his little models, and we just put our heads together and come up with nice guard layout, like how the winch post was going to work. And
the trailer honestly probably gets more comments than the boat.
That's exactly why you got to build your trailer.
It insane.
You put that on something else, and the boat looks good, but it doesn't look staunch.
No, the trailer's a whole nother. Like when we were in the van park up at Palms, like it stops everyone.
Yeah,
because it's coming in behind the D-Max.
Skitsy, staunch looking off-road, heavy-duty
how
trailer.
How they tow is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They
schmick.
are quiet, comfy.
Yeah, schmick.
Yeah, definitely.
And sorry, I was just going to say, putting the boat on and off is a piece of
drive on, drive off. Yeah.
Yeah, you put a boat catch on that, and it's one-man operation.
Yeah,
day of the week.
fully.
For the biggest boat ever.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, definitely.
But even in customization terms, like going through that trailer, we had the conversation, did the maths about single axle, dual axle.
Yeah.
The boat was sort of at a weight point where we could go either.
Yeah.
So we've decided then to go the dual axle for a bit more surface area when we're beach launching, driving on the sand. Obviously, we tow this from fucking everywhere. So
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, like fucking mad setup.
I'm glad you went dual axle.
Yeah.
And it almost looked funny on a single.
Yeah, well, it's
too big.
It's at the max
Too
end.
much
of what
going
We need
on.
to call it something else. It's not 4.8.
Nah, yeah, well, it's fucking.
It's nearly 4.8 tall on the trailer. It's like a cube.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's fucking ridiculous. We've got all the B-roll in the world to chop into these snippets. But
Yeah.
it's
It
fucking
is a
insane.
really beamy, wide.
It's a
tough
very
looking,
eye-catching boat and trailer. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But we're actually doing
Personal favourite.
Yeah,
Personal favourite.
we're gonna do the first beach launch
that's
at Pebbly.
in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that beach launch raw boat. Like you seen it in the video, you can literally lift the whole boat up.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
person can just lift the whole boat
It's
up.
balanced
no
well,
worries.
yeah.
It's gonna work.
Yeah, it's going to
Nice
work real
piece.
good. I'm definitely coming to watch because I've beach launched with Cam before and it didn't end.
Oh, fucking hell. I forgot about that. You had to bring that up, yeah. That was the little dog assay off Seals there. Pushed it off one morning. Pushed it off, no dramas.
I'm
Pushed
going
it
to
straight
eat this,
off.
air the airbag trailer down.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, that's
easy.
right. Airbag trailer too. Bag her out. Push it off. No worries. Go fishing. Come back. Fuck. What happened? The motor died.
The motor died like 50 metres off the shore.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
Yeah. Run out of juice. Died. So we've just sort of had
You're
just
in the
enough.
We just wandered into shore. with
Just
the
enough
waves.
like forward momentum in the waves sort of started to pick us up and just pushed us into shore. And as you know, when you're beach retrieving a boat,
In and out. You
It's
gotta
got to
go.
be the quickest operation ever. Otherwise, you're fucked.
We did not have a quick exit.
Well, you normally keep the boat out behind the sets while the trailer
Until
comes
the
down,
trailer's
and then
in.
you're straight in. Obviously, we didn't have that luxury because we didn't have an outboard, so it's on the shore. I'm going to get the car. I actually think I was fucking around, like
I was so angry.
putting a towel.
I'm literally
on my
holding onto
seat.
this thing for dear life because it had a ton of sand in it. It was underwater, man. It looked like a treasure chest.
It's sunk.
It was half sunk.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck,
Hurry
up. And you're like, it's not going anywhere. He's getting the towel out of his canopy because he didn't want to get his seat wet.
Yeah.
Like,
You would have had head noise too because you know him. You know, is he just microfibering his
This is
bonnet?
brilliant. Yeah, he's tyre shining.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah.
Speaking of that, for a detail, man, your feet are filth.
Yeah,
that is terrible.
I've been pumping around the shed all day
You're a
doing a
grub.
bit of work, so just working class man, you know. But
We'll have to edit them out.
yeah, fuck, I remember that. I remember standing up there and you're like, I'm gonna lose it, and I was like, we can't fucking go anywhere. It's sitting on the sand, going, oh,
Yeah, there was like 20 divers, like 50
we had
metres
a
down. Not
crowd.
one person come to help.
Yeah.
They're just watching.
had a full crowd.
But
That was
it probably could have got worse actually because the retrieval sucked.
genuine kook moment. That was
But-
all like bad situation, but we played that massively wrong.
We ended up like 5Ks offshore, no EPIRB, no radio,
Yeah, in a three meter fucking boat.
in a 3.5 metre punt.
It's like a rooftopper.
There's a rooftopper.
Yeah.
Out fishing with like 7 metre stabies and stuff.
Yeah.
I
In
suspect.
the pissing down rain.
Getting reds.
Was there maybe a couple bevies?
No, we didn't have a bevy.
No,
we
we
went
didn't.
back and had bevies.
Yeah, we went to the pub after.
Yeah, Lakes and Oceans.
Cheers to
Foster.
still being
Cracking
alive.
spot.
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was.
But
We did it.
coming in, that sucked. But we were coming back through. We nearly hit two whales nearly hit us.
yeah, it was so
The-
sketchy.
Was it the lighthouse?
Yeah.
They had, or someone had photos of us.
Yeah, it was DPI. So, yeah, my brother's missus works
You
for
have
fisheries.
no idea how close you were to that whale.
Yeah.
Oh, they get a photo of it.
We were
Yeah.
5 metres from this thing.
Josh's missus works for DPI, and she patrols at Port Stephens there, and she'd seen it, and she rang
They were
Josh and
checking.
went,
They were checking every boat.
Yeah.
we would have been stuffed. Like we were getting heaps of fines. So they just come over, and then they just done a Yui and racked off. And I
well,
was like,
she rang Josh and my brother, and she goes, what the fuck is your brother doing offshore in this, like, bathtub of a boat? Like, you're so far offshore, you're going to die. And they nearly just had a whale breach on them. Like, they need to go home.
yeah.
Anyway.
We're coming back through, going back home, and I just thought, we'll go back to Skelly, have one more crack.
Yeah.
And Cam's like, you will fucking not. There is whales everywhere.
Yeah,
Let's
it was
go
sketchy
home.
as, man.
And then the engine died. Imagine if we had it done the other way, a bit further out, and it died out there.
Oh,
No oars.
That was a split-second decision away from being, like, dead and offshore.
We would have been coming
doing
home.
these ones.
We would have been coming home on the Lecky, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro,
Yeah, that's good.
Good times.
that Lecky, is it the same? It's the same one, just obviously smaller.
Oh no, that's the bigger, newer brand. The old one's that's the
Force.
The Force.
that
Force.
thing fucking gets
Oh,
going.
it'll do 10 or 12 Ks
Yeah,
just
it
on
does,
Lecky
yeah.
power.
It's flying.
Yeah. If
And
you're
it lasts
standing up and
all
hit it,
day,
you're going- yeah.
I remember when we sort of first were doing just tests, like we took it out in the lake and shit.
Yeah.
You're fucking driving around on it all day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're
it lasts
literally,
forever.
if you're a lake river fisherman and that's all you do,
Yeah.
you have to have one of those
Yeah.
feed punts. They are the most stable boat to fish out of. Two guys can stand on one side of
Yeah.
the gun or don't even move.
Well, I keep pointing. It's just going to look like us pointing in the thin air, but
The
we
boat's
stand like the four of us will all be on one side. Me and Cam will be standing both up on the handrail, and
Yeah.
it's just fucking dead.
well, that
level.
photo
Like,
of
it
you on the
doesn't move.
billfish, all years are on this side
Yeah.
with the billfish.
With the marlin, yeah.
It was
You
leaning,
can
but it
still
was
see all
nowhere
the
near
sign writing.
capsizing.
Yeah,
No.
it's
There'd
fucking doesn't move.
be 450 kilos on one side of
Easy.
the boat, but with
Yeah.
4 blokes and a marlin.
Yeah.
It's that stable.
Yeah, it's good.
Plus
Hell photo.
a bit of water in the self-draining deck. Like,
Yeah, because it's underwater.
yeah. But yeah, fuck. This boat has been unreal for our business as far as fishing and letting our content sort of take a new level and a new approach to doing shit that we couldn't previously access. So very grateful for the experience of customizing it, building it, and now fishing it. It's been unreal. I think you're yet to get out in this with us. You need
I
to do
haven't been
something
in it
about
yet.
that.
Have you not
I
been
actually
in that
have
one?
not even been in it. I haven't been in it
In the water at all,
No,
no.
not at all. I've sat
Really?
in there and drank 30 beers with you.
Yeah.
Many times, but I have not been in the
And I
water
think,
in it.
yeah, every
You-
other time that we've tried to go fishing, either one of us has been and
You've
drank
almost-
30
Yeah,
beers
so
the night
you're-
before.
Oh, that or one of me 14 kids has had something on.
You've almost gone fishing in it at 3 a.m. a few times.
Oh, don't. Let's not go
The
there.
Mezzy Christmas party.
Haven't had noise about that. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
that was
Few phone calls.
such a good day.
Get
Nice.
dressed.
Couple
We're
of good
going.
It was a good days.
Meet at the boat ramp in 15
Yeah, days.
How funny was that?
Plural.
We
Days.
couldn't
No.
get a driver, and we were literally about to call Ron, my father-in-law. At 3
In
in the morning.
hindsight, thank fuck.
I'm so glad we didn't, man.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, this boat, good juju. We've been out. I think first session we went out in this, and Trey cracked. We landed maybe 20 reds that day. Great session on the reds, and then Trey's cracked a cracking like 80 model.
Got a good fish.
Great fish. That was maiden voyage actually.
Yeah, it was too.
You had
Yeah.
heaps of fish on deck. You got dusted too.
I got spanked. Oh, that was not my finest moment. But yeah, I'd love to think that fish was at least 70 plus.
It was bigger than Trey's.
Oh, you reckon? Don't tell him that.
It definitely would have been.
I think I just fucked it, to be honest. But
I was crook as a dog.
Standard.
Yeah.
Standard Gus things.
Yeah.
we've since sorted you on the quells and everything. But then even you, bro, good juju, you're by no means a fisherman at all. And we went out in the lake and you slayed the flatty in this thing. That's what I mean. I think it's got a bit of good luck.
It's got a bit of fucking good luck about it.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
for sure.
This boat, obviously being a 5.5 metre Senecon, great for offshore, offshore, inshore. Fishing 4 to 5 blokes, great. But then on the flip side, in the estuaries, we're in like 300 mil of water.
You can stalk with that lecky.
Right, 300 mil of water. Like we got out and we were filming under the boat and whatnot, and there's like
there's fuck all
nothing under the boat
because the lecky
and your knees aren't even wet.
Yeah, the lecky sort of sits almost in line with the bottom of the hull.
You can adjust it.
You can't like run aground with the lecky.
Yeah.
If you sit it slightly up, you can just go and you're cruising. So if you just hit the sand,
you could literally have your keel dragging sand and still moving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I remember being in it and the sounders flashing, going beep, 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 200 mil of water, and we're just cruising, bro.
And you're doing the point.
Flatty,
Oh, how good is that feature?
So good.
Sick.
Remember that first day we took the doghouse out, the little one?
Yeah.
We're in the lake with that. We're just
pumping around, pointing
65 k's an hour in this little thing.
Yeah.
We that day in the lake, you're cruising around all the oyster racks, cussing, just steering it like this. Is that good?
Yeah, it's cool.
And then from the estuaries in 300 mil of water back to fishing in 50 metres inshore blacks recently. So we cracked our first marlin in the boat. Obviously, we've had another episode about that, but all in all, what a fucking versatile boat.
Yeah,
what
it's an all-rounder,
yeah. Great all-rounder.
And you could tow it anywhere your car will go, you could take it.
Well, we're about to tow it to Pebbly across the saltwater thing and then beach launch the thing.
Yeah, do a river crossing with it.
Like it's a fucking perfect little all-rounder.
And that was the whole idea in coming to build the custom boat and sort of find a solution that could tickle the boxes, because off the shelf there's not a lot that can tick them boxes, I don't think.
No, you can't fish everything in it.
No.
No.
So having something for us that can do it all was the main. Grab another fizz. You got one going on?
Knowing you're not going to break it by taking it somewhere silly too.
Yeah, but the main aim of the game, just having something that can do it all. We can thrash the fuck out of it, building the trailer that can handle everything we throw at it and everywhere we tow it.
You know you're sort of safe. It's not gonna.
Yeah.
You see it a lot. I seen it a lot when I was at Fraser. Heaps of people towing their boats and stuff, and everyone had a jack under fixing something.
Yeah, and like low slung rollers fucking dragging through the sand on the tracks, and like I said, we've been there and done it, so we knew what we didn't want, and we knew what we needed, and it was good to bring that idea to life.
Yeah. It is tall on the trailer
in our partnership.
Yeah.
I don't know if some people have told me it's too tall. Some people said it looks sick, but
it
serves a purpose. Yeah, you can literally just put the axle over the spring and get it down to.
But the other thing is too, if someone thinks it's too tall, they can come in and build whatever the fuck they want.
Exactly.
Like just because this is what we want, it doesn't mean that's what they have to have. That's the beauty.
I suppose
beauty of building it.
We opted away from the airbags, which you can get fucking low as.
You can get them low. The problem I've found with the guys that have the airbag trailers, they're all legends, but they all put 33s, 35s on them, and it just fucking defeats the purpose of putting airbags on them.
2 meters off the ground. You can lower it back down to a normal trailer.
It goes up and down, but that's really all it does. It's purpose.
Yeah.
The doghouse, it used to get down that low that you could just sit on the side of the boat. It was that low as a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's again, we've gone for the higher trailer. That's the beauty of working with a custom boat builder like Jacko at Mezcal. You can build whatever the fuck you please and do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Yeah.
And it's unreal.
Yeah.
We obviously opted for the higher trailer after what we did at Morton Island. We didn't want to revisit that situation. So we needed a bit of extra clearance. And
it's barge proof.
People have told us that it is too high, but we've been to a lot of boat ramps, never had an issue launching it at all. And I don't think we'll have an issue beach launching it with the swing away drawbar either. So
nah, no way.
And
your car's tall too, so you got a bit of this going on.
Yeah, it all works. Like,
until we have an issue with it, it's not too tall, is it?
No, that's right. Any lower on the trailer, and I would have been getting a drop hitch from a ute anyway. It sits perfect.
And
on
then
the
the
back
next,
of D-Max.
when we end up dragging it somewhere extremely remote, it'll be fucking only just tall enough.
Yeah, that's right. So, no, it was fucking perfect. So,
I'm definitely keen to see it come off the barge.
Yeah.
I want you to go and do
We
that.
need to do that again.
I'll go on that one
and just
I've got all me spawning out of the way.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm good to go
for now.
No, I'm done. I'll cut the whole thing off, man. It's gone.
Double snip.
What is it? The whole setup.
Yeah, the whole setup.
Take the whole
just
setup.
cut the whole thing off, bro. Castrate yourself. But yeah, we do need redemption on that barge. Fucking hell, we'll be back with a vengeance for that barge, and we'll be clearing that motherfucker.
They'll see you pull up. They'll see the sign writing, and they'll say, "Fuck off."
Oh,
mate.
these
Not
boys
again.
again. These boys again.
Yeah.
But moving forward from all our antics, talk to me about you've got your new brand now. You're still building CNC plate boats for people who want them, but you've got this new brand, Seabreaker. Talk to us a bit about that.
Yeah, so Seabreaker is my own little baby. Been sort of thinking about it for 18 months, how I wanted to look, what I want to incorporate into as far as like hull thicknesses and making them heavy and unbreakable and TIG welding everything so they look like a bit of jewellery. We've sold 2 of them. They've come to life. You've probably seen them on socials if you're following. If you're not, go and have a look. But they are this pretty well-designed, walk-around, 7.5 metre platey that you can take anywhere.
What do you call them? The 666?
The 666,
Yeah,
just because
walk-around.
like, it looks devilish, like it's angry looking. 666 is its waterline measurement. It just worked out to be that, but it's actually 7.5
Tip to
overall,
toe,
so
she's
it's pretty
fucking
cool.
huge, yeah.
Yeah, full beam, 300 litres of fuel with the option to put another 150 in it. They got like...
That's getting you to New Zealand and back. Easy.
Yeah, well, the guys that bought the first 2, they've got a surf house at Lakey Peak.
Oh, really?
Indo, yeah.
True.
So they're going from...
So their plan is to punch it across.
Yeah, Seabreaker will be international next year.
No,
No, this year. Yeah, we're
That
in next
is
year.
hectic.
That's loose.
They're going from Darwin to Timor refueling, and then they're
That's
actually literally
sick.
going to pull up at their beach house in the boat.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, you
That
want to
is
pick a good
fucking
weather window for that trip.
Yeah,
Jesus
thank God.
Christ.
So they've kitted them out with Seakeeper Ride and Seakeeper Gyro.
Yeah.
So all the Seabreakers in the 6 and over size come with the provisions for both those things underfloor. So the gyro's not under a seat, a left or right of the boat. It's centre mass.
Yeah.
It's sitting in the boat where it doesn't affect its stability or its tilt.
Yeah.
And it's underfloor. You can't even see it.
For those who don't know, because I fucking didn't know, the gyro is the little gimbal device that keeps the boat dead fucking flat at all times when it's turned on.
I think like at rest they'll put up with like 12 to 15 degrees of roll, which is massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're rolling any more than that, you shouldn't be out.
Oh yeah, you're not having fun, and you'd be fucked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd be cooked, bro.
Yeah,
I can't wait to get
you
one.
just skull and crossbone, you'd be gone.
But yeah, so you put a bit of thought into Seabreaker as far as,
the design process.
fill in the gaps in the market that you've seen, no one else was paying much attention to.
Yeah, not a lot of people do that stuff and go that level, but you see a lot of big 8 metre plate boats that are busting 300 grand, but they are just a big plate boat with a massive engine on them. There's, we're doing through-hole transducer fairings from QME now, like putting sounding gear in these things that you can sound 700 metres at 25, 30 knots.
Yeah, that's insane.
That 7110, it's got that 3 kilowatt through there, and it's crystal clear. It doesn't matter how fast you're going.
Yeah, that's
and how
so
deep
handy.
it is. Like,
so handy for covering ground and looking for your reef while you're on the absolute move.
yeah. Oh, he sent me a video of him. He was chasing barcode.
Yeah,
and you could see it drop and you could see it swim 200 meters. You could see the fish swim away.
Really?
You could see it swim back down.
yeah, nearly like live scope.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Live scope in 500.
Yeah, in 500 meters.
My favourite feature, aesthetically anyway, is the rooftop with the cleats. What's the word? Like the tie-down points welded in along both sides. Yeah. So you could fucking throw all your shit on the top, and there's like anchor points essentially on both sides.
It's a little bit of train canopy.
It looks
I did a bit of that, and I sort of blended a bit of all that sort of stuff into
You see,
it.
carried
it's
a
a
bit of
nice
that
touch.
experience over, yeah.
And it's also like enough floor space for swags and like a double swag.
You can put 2 solar panels up there, night vision radar.
Yeah.
You can put a rooftop. The boys are putting rooftop tents on.
Well, I
it.
remember
you
having
could
that conversation with you. The boys are putting rooftops on. I went,
Rooftop
fuck,
is-
imagine sleeping up there in a rolling sea. And you went,
As in
bro, it's got a sea, bro.
a rooftop is in like a car, like you just go pop and it's up.
Rooftop tent.
Oh, like a permanent fixed.
like the one
That
I'm used.
is fucking sick.
And I went, no chance you'd sleep up. Obviously, the rocking in the boat is worse the
You
higher
turn
you
the
get.
gyro.
It'd be terrible without your gyro.
Turn the gyro on. I went,
you're
fuck me,
fucking
what an
sleeping on it.
idea.
Yeah, as a few people go, 35 grand just to fish flat.
We
It's
can
not.
live out
It's-
of it.
You
It's a
pull
fucking
up, You pull up in
house.
a bay with your family and you got to camp the night. You just flick it on. You're home.
Yeah.
You're in bed.
It's the full touring boat, like the
Yeah,
full
you
off-grid.
can fully live on it.
You can bottom bash, flick lures, camp, sleep on the roof, jump off it with your kids.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to walk around because a lot of boats that size with the full cabins, it's really hard to flick lures off them because you've got no
it's
space.
usually it's a billfish boat if it's a hard top.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But obviously this caters to
This is a
everything.
North Queensland boat.
Yeah,
It'd kill it up there.
and sleeping on it for days at a time.
It'd be
weeks.
unreal to fish that
Just
up there.
stay out there. And I imagine too, like if you pull up somewhere reasonably flat and calm and you flick it on, it'll chew fuck all power.
Well, yeah, they suck juice when they spool up for like the first 20 minutes, they suck heaps of juice, but you're moving. So you're charging it while you drive. So and then when it's already spun up, it really doesn't. A 300 amp hour battery will last you, I think, 8 to 10 hours with the engine off in swell
all night.
So you get
if you're sitting in a bay, you get all night out of it.
Yeah, you sleep through it. Get up, start moving, charge it again.
Just spinning and just doing its thing. Not really, don't move much in a bay at night. Like
that's so good.
Tends to be pretty calm. You're not going to go and jump in your rooftop 10 in 2 metre swell out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
But then,
that's what
then you
for.
get going the next day and she fires back up, pumping
charge
it
him
straight
up.
back into it while you're moving.
You turn your engine on and you can run it anyway.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm pretty sure those outboards can put 80 amps an hour into something.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
If you've got a big enough charger that'll
handle
funnel
it.
the alternator pumps out some pretty big current.
That's pretty loose.
So how close is the first Seabreaker to be fully completed?
It's probably got about
Very close.
a week's worth of fab, and most of that is cutting holes now. Got to go and cut through all the through-hole transducers and the 3D imaging and
Is the windscreen and shit in?
the glass isn't in. It's
That's
going
like
to
glass fit
They
out.
weren't painting them; they were going to be raw, just wrapped and U-decked. And now one's going Sandy Taupe, one's going
Really?
grey like the Audi R8.
Fuck, that'll look
Does he own a Sandy Talk
insane.
Cruiser?
No, he owns a fucking purple 79 wagon.
What? Why is he going to Sandy?
No shit! I swear to God.
He's
rolled
got to
up
be
in it.
planning on
I said,
getting a new car.
Where's your number plate? And he goes, oh, it's brand new. I said, why'd you buy blue or purple? I don't know. I'm colourblind like you are. It's blue or purple. They're blue.
Like
or
the dark-
navy blue.
Navy
dark blue.
Yeah, dark blue.
Why the
I was trying
fuck?
I didn't know if I was fucking seeing things. I can't be that colourblind.
Can you imagine that thing Sandy Talk behind a Sandy Talk Cruiser? That would look a elite.
It would.
Bro.
It's going to look pretty fucked behind a blue one.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not towing it behind your car when you're pumping across the tank to get
that's
fuel.
right. I don't think if you rock up to a boat ramp with that, they're going to pick on you about your colour choice.
Talk to us, though, your options if you're in the market for a Seabreaker. You full customization again, full fit-out freedom. You can throw what you want at it, motor-wise. Yeah,
your brand of motors up to you. I like to push Yemi. I trust it.
I back Yemi too.
And it's like a Toyota.
Yeah.
You just know it's good.
Yeah.
You pay a bit more for them.
It's trustworthy.
They're a bit noisier than most engines, but they're reliable and they're pretty fuel efficient.
Yeah.
And I don't think I haven't had an issue with any of them. And I've put maybe 10 or 12 engines now in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
From 40s to 350s, and they're all
No issues.
pretty good. Yeah, definitely. And they look good.
Yeah, and they just go.
Yeah.
They're
They just
known
look-
for just going and going and going forever.
Was it you and me are hauling ass is what that sort of stands for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
Yamaha,
It's like,
yeah.
it's like the Toyota of fucking outboard motors.
Pretty well. Yeah.
There's going to be some Nissan and Mercury fans out there to be
Going
hating
nuts.
this,
I
so
know.
fucking skitsin'.
I'm going to go to the dark side and put a 350 V8 Honda on the back of that landing craft.
Yeah, right. Are they a new motor? They're
They're a new, And they've released a few like smaller, brand new outboards as well, down like your 300s and your 225s and stuff.
Yeah.
Whoops, sorry. And microphone's shitting itself. But the 350, if you go on YouTube and have a listen to it on cold starts and shit, he's
It'd be
fucking
cranky.
angry,
Loud.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely put a heart on a jellyfish, man.
Yeah.
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 But then, sounders, you're working with certain brands, you got free
Yamaha
reign.
and Garmin sort of pair up real well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's your preference really. Like the hardcore fisher will go Simrad for Runo
Yeah.
if they're going $50,000 packages. But Garmin also offer equally good stuff like PS70 for 3D imaging on the bottom. Is
Well, they're pretty
ridiculous.
wild. I've seen some.
They just
stuff
don't
coming from
record.
them. Yeah.
Like it won't record it.
Yeah. Great vision though.
Oh, it's unreal, man.
Wild vision.
And it's so easy to use.
Yeah.
Like, you can just jump into a boat. It's got Garmin. It's just so intuitive.
Yeah, it's user
Whereas
friendly.
Simrad and Furuno, you've got to be familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everyone's got their preference, but again, you can choose what you like.
Yeah.
If you want to build a Seabreaker or you want to build
That's
anything with Jacko.
I'm just sticking with the Garmin because I'm dumb as dog shit when it comes to electronics and not a very good fisherman. So
I rate the Garmin. I reckon it's great.
Yeah.
Ties in, like especially running these Garmin Lecky motors, they're sensational.
Yeah.
And
Excellent. Yeah.
links directly with them. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dream setup.
I wonder when they're going to come out with the auto deploy on it.
That's the
'cause-
only
Yeah,
thing,
true.
But like, how much more is that going to cost? Fucking,
Well, what's the Quest in the Minn Kota now? Is like 13 grand. for
that's
the-
insane.
Yeah.
But before the old auto deploy used to shit itself after 2 uses, and I think they've nailed it now.
Yeah, well, it looks pretty
I'd be scared.
It's heavy,
Yeah.
man. It's a 2-man lift.
I'd be scared that it's going to accident, like I slip and I bump deploy while we're moving and just start see it going
Bang, and you just leave it behind.
I don't know if I'd trust it auto deploy.
Well, even the standard ones, you double, triple check it's fucking
Yeah,
clicked
that it's
in
clicked
Strapped
in.
before
Yeah.
you take off.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I seen a bloke pumping up the Hunter River a couple of weeks ago in his tinny with the lecky in the water. He's doing like 20 knots in his tinny leckies in the water spraying.
Bent like this.
Yeah, fucked. I don't know how he
They're
didn't
pretty
realise.
strong, but
Don't know how he didn't realise because there was a rooster tailing, bro, and he is hooking.
That's my
in his
biggest
little
fear,
tiller steer,
that
going,
I'm going to be
"Fuck."
responsible. I'm going to be the last one to touch it, and that happens. So I quadruple check it out.
Well, that's why we put the little what brand? What the fuck
little
brand is it?
Ram mount.
Ram
yeah.
mount to like lock it in. So even
Like
if it
you
isn't
can't
clipped
fuck it
in,
up.
the ram mount holds the leg,
Yeah.
which is nice peace of mind. But so aside from Seabreaker, that's your journey for the next foreseeable future.
From 10 years. I want to turn into a proper brand too. Like I want to compete with all the mass production boats as far as popularity, but just still be a hand built heavy weapon.
So where do you see? Sorry, go on.
No, I insist.
Where do you see your business going as far as staff and building locations? Are you looking to
I
grow?
don't know that I'll branch out and go different locations. I probably, if I have to get a bigger shed, Cardiff seems to tick all the boxes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I'm there now. It's the best.
Well, people are coming far and wide to you. You don't
I've sold
really
a boat
need
to
to branch
Exmouth.
out. Yeah.
Like
That
If
blows my
people
mind.
are willing to travel to Newey.
he rings me and goes, "Yeah, I'm going to get a boat built by you." And I'm like, "Oh, there's heaps of boat builders in WA." He goes, "I'm driving down to pick it up from you."
He wants
I
Mezzy
was like,
Flare.
"That is sick."
That's hectic.
Yeah,
eh?
blew my skirt up.
He wants Mezzy Flare, man.
Bloody
Is he getting a
everywhere.
Seabreaker?
Nah, he's not. He's getting a 7110 with twins, but that is also a freak.
That's a sick
You
boat.
could tow your boat around Oz and camp in the rooftop tent on the boat.
That's the cool one. It's pretty
Is
sick.
he getting the
live on
sleds?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Full package.
Yeah. I just like, if you want to source, without sounding like a dick, you buy a boat from me and you want to do a trailer that's not my trailer, you can buy it and bring
Yeah.
it. Because I just don't like them.
Yeah.
If you said you're putting a G-Fab or something under it, absolutely. Like quality trailers.
Yeah.
But if you're going to tell me you're going to get a Redco or a Boeing or something, put it under this
Little bolted
pretty
together.
looking
Yeah.
thing we've
Yeah.
just spent
Diminish
6
your
weeks
hard work.
pouring our heart and soul into, I'm not putting it on it.
You want the reveal. You want them to open the doors and it's on the staunch
I
trailer.
want you to,
and it's on the
I
Mezzy
want you to
sled.
get a fat when you walk in
Yeah.
the shed. I want the, like when you as well. Holy shit!
Oh, bro,
Bro,
I
I was
remember that
blown
day. Fuck.
away.
That was the first time we
Blown
did
away.
Me hearing that, I was like, oh, that's what it's about.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's why I do
How
it.
good is that?
Yeah, so for that day, for those who don't know, we got 80% through the boat build, like fab stage. We picked our deck armor and designed the wrap and chose the fit out. And then Jacko
we
was like,
blocked 'em.
was like, righto.
You said you're not allowed to see anymore.
now,
Our
boys.
You're
cameraman was working with you. We
Yeah.
had no idea
Cody the weapon.
for the
Yeah.
reveal.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah.
I remember walking in the shed and sort of walking up to it, and I was like, I was going.
Well, remember the shed door coming up. The shed door's coming up,
Yeah,
and we
just
couldn't
kept
even, we
going.
couldn't
You just
even
see
wait
the
for it to get to
trailer.
island.
These are all like this.
trailer boat. You going, holy fuck.
That was a sick experience. Even just building the boat as a whole was a great experience. We were
unreal.
in there regularly with you at different stages. You're going, righto, boys, it's time to come in and pick your rail placement, or
Yeah.
righto, come test fit your console and your seat height. And every time we're in
That's
there
it.
on the beers, having a yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you
it's a good
said,
time.
it's an
Went from
experience.
customers to boys pretty quick. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what I like doing with all
Which
of them.
looks like everyone, like on your socials, everyone comes
Yeah.
back in, hangs around.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a bit
we-
of a community.
that's
Everyone
it.
chats about,
Yeah.
like, if someone's building a boat, they reach out to all your other customers and sort of plan
Well, it's
what
supposed
they
to be a
want.
fun experience. Like,
Yeah.
you don't, like you go to a car yard, you're not mates with the guy selling you that.
Yeah.
He's having you. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking
you know,
obvious.
he's a slimy dog. That's
Yeah.
like, I want you to feel like I actually give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want you to
100%.
have a fun time building it because
Yeah.
often it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you've
And
really,
what-
you all want,
It's an investment,
It's a
though.
long time too. It's
Yeah.
not like you just go, I'll pick it up Monday.
Yeah.
You see a model on the computer screen and then just some random dude saying, give me 150
Yeah.
grand and I'll build you something
Yeah.
sick. And you're just trusting him.
Yeah.
So you've
And
really
it-
got to create a bit of a personal relationship with them so that it's a cruisy, comfy process. You can have disagreements and still be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fucking fun too. Like, that whole process was unreal. Like,
Yeah,
so
we had a lot of
exciting.
it.
And
I'd love to do it with every customer. It's just that I only build one boat a year if I did that.
yeah.
But they're still getting in there and doing their
Yeah.
part. Like, not to the extent that we did, obviously, to make the YouTube, but they're still.
The
they're still
guys
in-
building
in
the,
the ring.
building the Seabreakers for, I went to lunch with them the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They called in the shed and what are you doing? I said, oh, about to have lunch. He goes, let's go to the Eastern Tiger. So we just went down there,
Yeah.
shared us lunch.
Yeah,
And now,
mad.
like, yeah, it's good. And now he bought one, then his brother bought one, and
Yeah.
then the concreter that puts their pools in bought one.
Yeah.
All breakers.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Just
It
keep
goes a long
going,
way.
eh?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
And the guy, the center console Seabreaker that's coming up.
That thing's going to be sick.
Oh,
That's Jai's boat?
Jai's boat.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen it at all, and he's committed to the whole bill, and he's just stoked with everything I say on the phone. I could be full of shit, but because we talk all the time and we relate, he just knows it's going.
Oh, I think he's probably seen a lot of the other boats go out the door and everything else that's happened. Like
he wants a bit of that fun. Like that's what he said. Like it's cool building with you. Like you can build a boat anywhere, but
well, it's good. Yeah, you can see everyone before. Like
it's easy to put your face in it now.
And I pretty much when I'm building a boat, if you watch my stories, you'll see the boat get built first. Yeah, like I show everything all day.
All the the GoPro
time lapses
up on the thing on the time lapse is skits. You see everything go together.
When you didn't get it because you got all the footage anyway. But the boats when they're completed, Mel's just done up these nice Mezcal Fab folders. Yeah, all pictures of boats over them and stuff. And it's a handover package. You get a USB with all your time lapses and all your footage on it. Nice. All your proof of your fuel tank pressure testing, your foam filled boat, little photos of build stages, so you know it's pretty much built the survey without being a survey.
Yeah. Like that's hectic.
Yeah, that is sick.
And when it comes to selling the boat again, how many times have you seen someone go, oh, I don't know what size thickness plate it is on the bottom, or I don't know if it's foam filled.
Yeah, you
just give them the folder and go, this is, you watch your boat get built. It just will help you sell it.
Yeah, that is good.
Fuck yeah. If you ever sell it.
Yeah,
Well, and you're only selling it to come and get a big one.
For us, it'll just be go watch it YouTube.
Yeah.
I suppose,
I get hammered off your YouTube. It's sick.
Well, that was good. That was the whole fucking point of doing it.
Yeah.
Was putting the word out there, because obviously when we come along, you hadn't had a lot of boats being out the door at that stage.
A couple of blokes from the Central Coast were saying they jumped onto YouTube, plate boat builders, Gray's Marines all over it because a bit of tugging them off. Gray's Marine, I watched his first video at building that boat called 5 Weeks, which was
are they in Coffs?
Yamba, which is the boat that I bought.
Oh, really?
Kit, that 6100.
Yeah.
I watched him build that on his YouTube. I was like, oh, that looks sick. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. And he's actually the reason why I was like, I'm gonna build that.
Yeah,
because I watched him do it.
Fuck yeah.
Like,
oh, that's sick.
Yeah, and he's a good dude. Good. Yeah. They're actually a good run operation.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
and there's no competing with them and stuff like that. They're 5 hours away.
So far away.
Very different.
If Yamba's the closest north, who's the closest south? Is it about the same? Like, there'd be shit in Sydney, I assume, but I wouldn't know.
Not that you see.
Or is it just off the shelf?
There's a lot of people building the boats. Like there's a lot of people building the kits, and
there's a lot of people having a crack at their own shit in their shed in their backyard, which CNC will talk you through, which is pretty sick.
And there's heaps of blokes now that are like, oh, literally can just get a little shed and build boats. And I can be working from home and make a good living.
Yeah.
It takes a bit more to make it a viable business.
Yeah.
You go a bit harder, but it can be done.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I got 20-something years in the alley game, so it wasn't too difficult to go from what I was doing to doing this. It's still alley.
Yeah, you could weld before you showed up, start setting to build a boat. Yeah, well, that was the thing. When I come and seen you, I'd known you from what you previously used to do.
Yeah.
So you not having put many boats out the door wasn't much of an issue.
Yeah, you already knew what it was
because you knew your experience and everything. But nowadays, obviously, there's a million boats out the door. It's fucking happy days.
I think we're 27 to date.
Yeah. 27 builds?
27 builds.
That's pretty good for 2 years, man.
Yeah. And a lot of that was solo.
That's pumping.
Yeah. Now it's like
one location.
Can literally turn it around in 3 weeks like a big one.
Yeah. That's insane to me that you see him come out of the kit and then 3 weeks later there's a finished hull. Like that's insane.
Yeah. And on that kit thing, I just want to tell the people, if you
talk to the people, brother.
Talk to the people. Preach to the choir.
Yeah.
If you could buy a bar crusher and build it yourself, it would be a kit.
Yeah. Exactly.
That kit boat word gets thrown around and it puts a bit of a bad taste in people's mouths.
Yeah,
it is literally the only way to make the shapes is to router cut it out.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a kit boat. It's just a boat that you build.
Fucking boat.
Yeah. That's it. Bar crusher builds.
You've still got to bust them out and press them and fold them and.
Oh, they don't turn up. Anything. It's heaps of work. You've watched the whole build series. It's heaps of shit work at the start.
Yeah. We'll B-roll, but I remember for our boat we came in, or you said, right, I come in like first stage is cutting the sheets. And there was quite literally like fucking, what was it, like 5 sheets?
I think it was, 5 or 6 9-meter sheets.
With all these little fucking gadgets and shapes and fucking
you just
shit.
start cutting it out,
And there's a couple of 100 parts in it.
And I remember you're like, what, Jacko, what's that? And you're like, transduce
I can tell you what every bit was. Just didn't even look like anything.
Crankshaft. What's that? And you just like,
flux capacitor.
Cut them all out. Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Tachyon amplifier.
Yeah, that's it. But once you crack on and, VP, visual progress is good at the start. Like you see, pull the hulls up and stuff. Looks like you're going to have this boat done in 2 minutes.
Side sheets slows down.
Yeah.
Side sheets now it's a boat. I remember us walking in there. You were like, righto, side sheets are up. come and have a look. And we walked in, we were like, oh, fuck, this is heaps bigger than we thought it was.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. I remember
shit.
having when we first started the thing, I couldn't fucking get my head around that it was going to be 800 mil bigger.
Yeah, well, this is coming
than the boat we had before.
from the 4.2 metre tinny. He's like,
Yeah.
you're buying a 4.8. And I'm like, yeah.
It's like 1,600 longer.
Yeah, and he's like, you're paying that much
I was
for,
like,
for
this much boat.
600 mil.
I'm
You're a fucking
literally-
idiot.
In my head, I'm going, it's going to be this much bigger. You're a fucking idiot. I couldn't get around it. And then when it started to come together, it's fucking huge.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nearly a 6 metre boat.
And
It's
it'd have to
fucking
be
huge.
the most confusing boat size. They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
Like, you buy
definitely.
a 6 metre, you know it's a 6 metre.
Yeah.
You buy a 4.8, it's a 6 metre.
Yeah,
Like it is literally
It is massive,
the
man.
biggest little boat or the fucking hugest
And
little
you
boat
go
you've
like-
ever seen.
I've sent a few quotes out to people and they want full LO Larry spec. And you send them the quote and they're like, oh, it's a lot for a 4.8. And I'm like, bro, go
It's
and
not
see it,
4.8.
man.
It's
not.
I may as well call it a 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
You got to call it a 5.
Because that's what it is.
It is, man.
It's just over 5.5 tip
And
to toe, I think.
big wide dog too. It's not a 1900 beam.
Yeah,
It's like
fucking
2250 or
wide.
2300 wide.
And it's just as deep as your 6-7 metre boats.
You got 700 meters of
Meters.
Yeah, 700
It's huge.
It's a big
pretty
boat.
big.
Big boat.
700 mil of
Yeah.
freeboard or whatever it's called from the deck height to the gunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gussie.
I fucking love
It's
the
above your
gunnels.
knee when you're fighting a fish.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Comfy as.
great boat.
Yeah.
But yeah, the four of us, like, across comfortably. Like,
Yeah.
two in the seat, one either side, and you're not jammed in, but you're not shoulder to shoulder at all.
No.
Like, it's fucking plenty wide. It's, yeah,
and that
comfortable.
that above the knee height is the one. If
Yeah,
it's on your
100%.
knee or just below,
Yeah.
it's the worst.
Yeah, you can lean into
Yeah.
it.
Not that it's too low to go offshore in, but
Yeah.
it just does.
You don't want your
feel good.
kneecaps jamming into it.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's perfect.
That's like going back to the breaker. That's a feature of why the side sheets look the way they do. You know, it really
You got that nice.
sweeps
Yeah,
up at the
sweet,
front.
yeah,
It doesn't
kicks
have that
up.
flattening kick up.
Yeah.
It's got that like gradient. It slopes up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like an
yeah.
old 2-3-3 formula.
Yeah.
And that's because when you step onto the cast deck, you still retain that same freeboard knee height on
As
the
you
cast
step
deck.
up. Yeah, yeah. I'm with
Yeah,
you.
So you don't have a low spot, that little low spot.
Yeah.
That
It's
cast
gone.
deck's huge. I remember I called
Yeah.
in a couple months ago when you were building a Seabreaker and just got in it, and
Yeah.
the cast deck is fucking massive. Eh?
Wait, you see the cast deck on
You
the
park a car
on the
cast deck.
Senecon.
The
It is
Senecon is gonna be
2,600 long,
Deadly, bro.
Fucking
2.6
You
meters.
could put a
of cast
swag
deck.
up there, eh?
You
And
could
just
quite
suck on
two
it.
swags.
Yeah.
Like the four of us could be all up on the cast deck
Yeah.
fishing, and there'd be 3/4 of the boat.
You
just
could put
empty.
20 trousies in it. Like, is that much room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Trouser's bedroom's huge.
You
Trousers-
could li-
Trousers
20 of
has a
them could
penthouse
live
in
on
that
there
thing.
for 5 years
Yeah.
comfortably.
Yeah. He might have to live in it.
Yeah, he might end up. You might come in here one day and he's in there with Dunas on on night shift. Don't be surprised.
So,
Train bags, we love you.
wrapping up, Mezzy, in 12 months, what's your plan? You're just pushing forward, doing the same thing, keep building boats, keep doing what you're doing, building 6 trailers.
Just, keep doing what we're doing. If it grows and we get more people on and more boats out there, good, but it will keep being fun. That's
Or-
mainly,
shit,
you'll see me on the socials, it'll be fun. More guys, more cool things to do. Start doing some more demo days and get people through the shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so open day.
Oh yeah,
Oh, open day.
You got an open day coming up,
Open day.
16th of March?
Fuck
16th
yeah.
of March, 9 o'clock. It's a Sunday.
Kane.
9 o'clock so you can sleep your hangovers off.
Yeah, thanks for that. Needed that.
Grab a Bunnings snag.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do. But we're putting food on. We've got some drinks, got some special guests.
In Cardiff, Newcastle.
We'll be there.
VIPs, LO will be there.
We'll be fucking
They'll
there
have
with
their
bells
boat in
on.
the trailer, showing it off, spinning yarns about fishing. On the Tues coming.
Yeah, Brocky's
Brocky's
showing up.
coming down there.
Yep. Marsh is there.
Marshy from Pure Plate C&C Marine will be there. So if
Yep.
you want to come down and talk about a potential build, go and chew his ear off. He loves talking about boats.
Be a sick day.
And
Yeah.
then
Can't
you're
wait.
going to have, 6 boats there? Is it 6
There's
boats?
6 or 7 boats from sort of 42s up to the 7110, the Senecon that I bought for myself that I didn't keep. That'll be there. And that is probably like the sexiest one out of the lot so far. It's
Yeah.
a very nice looking boat.
Yeah.
It's got the cast cages,
Yeah.
big T-top, blacked out. It's nice. And massive horsepower.
Yeah.
that is hectic.
And you're putting on a feed,
Put on a
Barbie.
feed,
couple-
Barbie. You're going to
couple
do
drinks.
some, I think it's like a lucky door. It's like
Lucky
a
door
raffle,
prize. Yeah, yeah.
raffle tickets as you walk through. We're going to give like a couple of $1,000 free upgrades away if you buy a boat in the next 6 months sort of thing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Bit of money to come and spend.
Why didn't you do that before I bought a boat? I think you looked after me.
Yeah, you got the 40 grand discount.
You got slightly more than a grand
Yeah.
off.
No, but that'll be a sick day. So if you're around Newcastle, 16th of March, come and have a
Yeah.
look. The LO boat will be there. There's plenty of other boats there. There'll be plenty of people to talk to.
Seabreakers will be in there.
Yeah,
your raw
Seabreaker,
boats.
I'm that keen to see.
Yeah, the workshop's open. So
Workshop,
you can see
yeah,
it.
literally go and crawl through me boats that are half built,
I
different
can't
stages.
wait to jump in the Seabreakers though.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking
No, it'll be a
skits.
cracker day. Wifey will be in there doing quotes on the spot if they want to get a realistic price.
Yeah.
They've got Pete from Yamaha there to talk about engines. UDEC's going to be there, so heaps going on. Could be a big
Yeah,
day.
nice. All right.
Yeah.
If you're around on that day, come and call in. Say
Have
good
a
day.
look. Jacko's socials at Mezcal. We'll post it as well on our socials as
Yeah.
well. So it'd be easy to find. If you're interested, come down. Be sick though.
Yeah.
That can.
That's it. See you
But,
there.
that's going to pretty much wrap up the potty. So I guess if you're in the market for a nice plate boat,
Reach
custom
out.
build,
And a good time.
Just rock up.
couple of
Yeah,
beers.
just turn up.
Bring
Just
beers.
turn up. Don't call him. Just
Yeah.
rock up.
Yeah,
He'll be
don't
there.
be scared to bring a beer.
Yeah.
Bring beers if you're rolling in to build a boat with Jacko. But Mezcal Fabrication boats and Mezzy sleds and a bit of custom shit on Fridays
That's it. Foreign Order Fridays.
in Cardiff, Newcastle, New South Wales. Come and say good day. But yeah, that's going to be about it. Thanks for coming on, Jacko.
Anytime.
bro.
Thanks for having me.
We'll probably do an update episode in 12 months. I'm sure
Yeah,
there'll be
we'll
more
have to do
stories
another
and
one.
shit going on.
Oh, yeah, there'll be heaps more
More
laughs to talk
carnage.
about.
When we're building a Seabreaker.
Yes. Dog Mansion.
Dog
Dog
Mansion.
Mansion.
Yeah, we did speak about that. But thanks for tuning in. This has been the number six episode
Yeah,
6.
six.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of the Less Ordinary podcast, and we'll see you next time for number 7.
Cheers,
Fuck
guys.
yeah.